Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday. Hello, Walnut. It is me, Laz, here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday. Again, it is just when I have a moment to come and chat to you. I wanted to record yesterday when my hair wasn't slept in and I was dressed and I had clothes on, not pajamas. And it didn't happen. So now I'm sitting here with Vampire Louie, hoping he doesn't squeal, and I just have a second. I wanted to get dressed. I haven't brushed my teeth. I haven't done anything. But I have a sec. So here's my sec. Hello, happy Walnut Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful week. My walnutting this week is a little bit just a short and sweet one. Just about the motivation for Walnut Wednesday, what this is, and I kind of it's a micro walnutting, but I stuck up for myself. And as you know, Walnut Wednesday is about being brave and courageous and doing hard things and sharing about it. For me, it's about sharing my journey of hard things where I have walnutted with you and with anyone who wants to see it. Now, I received a comment, Walnut, as you know, through my condition and through now with Vampire Louie being on this side of the realms of my baby is born. What am I trying to say? Now that my baby is born, I've been through the labor, I've been through the things. I am very vocal, and again, I will just preface, I am not struggling, I am vocal. Just the difference there because I know myself, I know my brain, and I know my support network, and I know the things, but I also am very vocal about those things because I feel like we don't talk about the hard stuff sometimes. And obviously in this kind of season of my life, lots of it is to do with my condition and postnatalness and that. But I do think that, some of the Walnut Wednesday things in relation to this relate to everyday life. Anyway, so just to preface, I'm not struggling, I am vocal. And as you know, I'm very vocal. And I have been sharing all about what's been going on with my body and particularly my butthole. And I have referred to it as a mushroom garden because I have never seen my butthole look like this. Not that I look at my butthole all the time, but hemorrhoids, good old hemis, are a part of pregnancy and childbirth. Woo! So I have kind of named my butt a mushroom garden because that's what it kind of looks and feels like. It's getting better now. But that is one of the things, people talk, I heard people talk pre going through this myself, that they are a thing. But I did not hear or look or listen to them being a thing so much as to name it a mushroom garden. So naturally, Laz, being the walnut that I am and being the person that wants to just talk about stuff that doesn't get fucking talked about, I put on my story that I took a successful shit without laxatives for my mushroom garden and that it's getting smaller. And I received a comment saying, "Oh, you shouldn't probably share that." And I said, "Why?" And they said, "It's just kind of gross." And I said, "So is pregnancy and childbirth." I said, "So is pregnancy, and there is no, it is just made out to be sunshine and rainbows and beautiful experience and everything. And then when you talk to other women behind closed doors, they're like, oh my God, the trauma." And not just labor itself and stuff. And yes, like the body is beautiful and magical, that it creates life and all of these things. However, it also like fucking hurts, and there is like poo and wee and mushroom gardens and hemorrhoids and rips and tears, and it's yeah, and I think potentially like it's socially made out that it's like beautiful and you're glowing, and it's just to make people feel better and not to scare them and all that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, I found that comment quite confronting because yeah, um, so is yeah, it's kind of gross, but so actually is childbirth, being pregnant, all of the things, right? So that's my walnutting is going, okay, why do you think I shouldn't share this? And also then just sticking up for the fact that but that's how it actually is. Um so that's all I've got really today is just that little story time about it. And Walnut, I've had another thing that I said in response to this comment was do you know how many women have responded to my stories or my posts saying, yes, girl, oh my God, oh, thank you for being so real. Oh my God, yeah, motherhood, it's not what it seems. And so many other women who have gone through this they all come out when I like post something like that and go, yes, oh my God, I have a mushroom garden too, or funny you name it that, or agreeing that it looks like and feels like a mushroom garden. Um, that that is enough for me to continue to share about it because I just don't see it. And so I want to be the thing that that I don't really see and that I didn't see prior to my condition or any of the stuff. And that's probably because I wasn't in it or looking for it. But even now that I am looking for it, there's not it still is like beautified, if that kind of makes sense. And yeah, so I just want to bring the nitty-gritty hemorrhoid version of this. As while at the same time holding that like beautiful dualical polaricalness, that it is awesome and like Vampire Louis is awesome and great and he's so cute and there's so much love. Um, but at the same time, there's just a lot going on. And yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And so anyway, my walnutting is I stuck up for myself. I stuck up for like the postnatal body. For someone for it being called gross when it's an actual thing. And I don't think it was meant as in like you're gross and you're disgusting, but it was kind of like one of those things that like keep your dirty laundry like inside and you don't need to like overshare that kind of stuff. Um, so I guess this is also just like a content warning for you, Walnut, that if you plan to stick around, I am going to talk about my butthole probably a bit more. I am going to call it a mushroom garden, and that's going to probably give you a visual that you didn't want to think of. But also, if you are a walnut who has been in this position, you probably had a mushroom garden yourself. I had a friend tell me that even a year on, she still has a mushroom in her garden. So, um, just wanting to be a little bit realistic with things and yeah, still walnutting, still going through the stuff, but also walnutted by kind of just sticking up for areas of this that don't really get a light shined on because they're kind of gross. And it is gross. Let's just be real. So have a happy Walnut Wednesday. I don't know if sharing this will bring you any kind of epiphanicals, but just stick up for yourself and stick up for whatever comes up for you today and be brave. And also if you're going through this part of it's not really the condition anymore, but if you're going through this bit, which is the fourth trimester, good luck, Godspeed. I hope your butthole's okay. And I will talk to you next week when I can. Have a happy Walnut Wednesday. And I can't believe we are 5 years in of this podcast. So if you have any questions, I'm a generator. I need to respond. Please send me a message with a question that I can respond to for a podcast episode because I feel like I am walnutting every day. I just they're just micro and it's just a lot and it's about finding a second to come and chat with you. So I would love it if you have something you want me to talk about, or have any questions. Anyway, happy Walnut Wednesday. Thank you for your time and for being here and for following along. And also, if you don't want to hear about my butthole, no hard feelings if I don't see you next week. Happy Walnut Wednesday, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, Walnut.